You just started a 3D print and you stepped away, but you still want to keep an eye on it, just in case it fails. So in part 2 of setting up the Neptune 3 Pro with Klipper, we're adding the Raspberry Pi 3 with the autofocus for live monitoring and automatic time lapses. Let's get into it. For this build, you'll need 3 components. Let's walk through each one. First, the Elegoo Neptune 3 Pro. This is the printer I recommend for projects. It is perfect right out of the box and no dialing is required. Next, we will need the Raspberry Pi camera module 3, specifically the AF variant, which provides sharp, dynamic focus automatically, which is crucial for a mount designed to move around. Last, you'll need a CSI ribbon cable to connect the camera to your Pi. The length will depend on your specific setup. I'm running a 30cm cable here, but please check your rig before ordering. All components are linked down in the description. The mount requires 2 different parts so that you can put the camera together. So the first print that we need to do is the Z-axis camera mount. The Z-axis camera mount is the one that's going to go to the printer. From there, you will need this another print which is called the Z-axis holder. The Z-axis holder is the one that's going to be the one holding the camera. I've modified this in Fusion so that the camera module 3 can fit inside. Currently, the one shown in the image is the one going to fit for the camera module 2. But we need one from camera module 3, and so I modified it, and you'll be finding both of the 3D prints down in the description so you can print those for your printer. Step, we will update the Klipper configuration file to register the camera and enable the video live stream. So first, you'll be needing to grab 2 files from my GitHub repo, which will be linked down in the description. The first one is the timelapse.cfg. This is the one that will start the timelapse, end the timelapse, and cut down anything that is unnecessary, like your hand is in the picture or any other unnecessary stuff. So the next thing you'll need is the crownsnest.cfg. This is the one that tells this is the camera sensor and also which mode you're streaming in. So the mode we want for our Raspberry Pi camera is camera-streamer. This is the mode that we'll be streaming the camera. The next, the port, which is right here. Then after that, the other stuff. So this is the 2 files we'll be needing. Next, we'll take a look at how to put that into Klipper. You have grabbed the 2 files required from my GitHub repo, which will be linked down in the description. Next, inside the Klipper, we need to go into the machine tab. Once we go into machine tab, make sure you're in the root file. Once you're inside the root file, you need to create the 2 files, which is the timelapse and the crown's nest file. Since I've done both of them, I'm going to show you. Inside the timelapse.cfg file, you paste the contents of the timelapse.cfg file, which will show everything like when it will start, when it will end, and when it will remove all that unnecessary stuff from the timelapse. Next, you need to create the crown's nest.cfg file. Inside the crown's nest.cfg file, you need to put the log path, which you need to find out. Then next, you need to put your sensor's value, your port. Those things are predefined because I've given it to you. Next, I'm going to show you the live feed and then some time lapses that I made so far. Now that we have mounted the Raspberry Pi camera and also put the settings into Klipper, I'm going to show you how to see the live stream of your webcam and also show you some examples of time lapses that you'll be seeing. So first, inside the dashboard of your Klipper, there's going to be a tab called webcam. Inside the webcam, you can see the nozzle of the printer for me right here. Next, there'll be a tab called webcam. Also, you can see a bigger image of it so that you can see visually what happens, like any stringing, spaghetti rolls, or any failures that can happen, you can see here also. Next, I'll be showing you 2 examples of me printing something using the time-lapse feature. And that is it for part 2. Your camera is live, your time lapses are ready to roll. In part 3, we'll dive into the slicer settings to get the best possible prints out of your Neptune 3 Pro with Klipper. You won't want to miss that one. If this helped you out, hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next part. And if you got a question or just want to hang out with other makers, come join the Discord. The link is down in the description, and let me know in the comments what else you want to see about the modified printer. I'll see you in the next part.